everyone, it's Eva here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. And in today's video, I decided to go a bit rogue and back to my industrial roots and decided to build an industrial loft. But not only is it an industrial loft, I tried to make it a converted warehouse. So I kind of wanted it to be a old industrial warehouse that was a factory or something like that, or a storage warehouse, and it has been converted to this beautiful new modern loft, kind of, obviously with industrial finishes, and everything is industrial on the inside, but it looks more modern. But obviously it's not perfect, so I tried to keep little bits that still looked a little bit old and a little bit more rough and industrial. I had so much fun. I genuinely loved building this. It's been way too long since I built something industrial. I think the industrial penthouse was the last time I actually built with this style, and if you've been around for a while, then you know how much I love this style. I don't want to do it too often because I don't really want to overdo it and get bored of it, but yeah, I really love building in this style. Also, of course, we will talk about the new game pack that's coming out next week. I'm so excited, but I want to get into the details of this house first before I'll let you know my thoughts on it. This lot is located in Evergreen Harbour. It's a 30 by 20 and it's an absolutely gorgeous lot. Like, I love it. It has the view of the sea, it has like a green kind of backdrop as well. So yeah, it's everything combined, like city with water with greenery. But basically this is a 1-bed 1-bath. It looks enormous, but believe me, it's not, because when you build a loft, obviously a lot of the upstairs space is unusable because you have these like open high ceilings. So for example, in the kitchen, we don't have anything above that. It's literally just the kitchen, and that took away a lot of space to build in. But that was kind of my point. I wanted it to be like a smaller home. But yeah, we have a 1-bed 1-bath. It's obviously a loft style, like I said. So the bedroom is like up a couple metal stairs and then on like this little loft space. Absolutely love that idea. I think it's amazing because I'm a huge fan of open concept houses and floor plans. So anything that's open concept to me is goals. I just really like this style. And it was really fun to experiment with this a bit more, especially on the exterior. I went rather different. I made up my own windows first of all. So I used the normal modern windows from Eco Lifestyle, and you know how industrial lofts and industrial buildings and factories and stuff like that often have these like rectangle windows with lots and lots of rectangles inside them, and we don't really have. We have like one version in Moschino, but it's not like big enough. I wanted it to be like floor to ceiling, basically just that style. So I decided to make up my own windows, which I did by using the debug pole from the base game that I use obsessively for everything. And then for the vertical lines, I used the immaculate shelf also from the base game. And I think it looks so cool. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. Didn't expect it to look as good at first, but then when I did it, I was like, this could actually be a window in The Sims. Like, this doesn't look like something I just put together with Tool. On the inside, I went for a color scheme, very like typical industrial. So I went for black, mostly blacks and whites, interspersed with light brown wood. And for the kitchen counters, for example, I used a gallery art by Serena Sims, which is like a rough looking light brown wood, and I really loved the idea of it looking everything looking a bit rough, not like perfect, but at the same time still elegant and modern and timeless kind of. I don't know what it is about industrial interior design. It's just so pleasing to me. I love the metal accents and yeah, bits and bobs that make it really classic industrial. For example, I created a lot of light fixtures for this build. I did the one in the kitchen, which I'm really loving. Basically, I used some wooden kind of wall lamps to create like a beam, and then hung the light bulb. It's a really simple industrial light bulb that comes with the laundry stuff pack. That one I sized down and lowered and kind of made it look like it's this really cool light fixture in the kitchen. And There's a similar one in the living room where I created a kind of metal frame using a sculpture from Get Together, and then also having this free light bulb, so without like a lampshade or anything in there. I think that is super like industrial, and I love the look. It's so cool. If you are liking this industrial style, this build, or just like this video in general, then please do me a favor and hit that like button down below, and also subscribe to my channel, because both of those things really support my channel, and I'm really grateful for all of you guys who do that every single week. Something that was really fun with this build was actually adding a lot of little details and more clutter in a way. Like, I still wouldn't say this build is cluttered. I think there's more clutter to it than there usually is in my minimalistic modern builds. For example, in the kitchen, you have like a lot of open shelving, which is very rare in modern builds usually, because everything is like cupboards and perfectly like hidden away in the walls and stuff like that. On the outside, so in the terrace and everything, I wanted it to look like a kind of an urban jungle, which is why I added a lot of plants. I mean, the snowy escape ones that are like a pack of 4, they came in so handy. I never really used them because they look too cluttered for a minimalistic modern build, but oh my god, were they perfect for this build. I had a blast like cluttering up a bit more in the garden. I thought that was such a nice change to normally. I also used my own gallery art again that I created. This time it is flowers. So last week I used some abstract kind of shape art that I created. This week I used some like black and white flowers that I made myself. So if you are interested in downloading them, I will probably upload them to my gallery in the next couple of days or so if you want. It's really fun using your own gallery art. I don't know, I feel like kind of proud. I'm like, oh, I did this myself. Right, now let's quickly talk about the new pack, because I absolutely lost my mind when I saw that they announced an interior design pack coming to The Sims on June 1st, so next week, which is so exciting, and I can't wait to build with it. I'm so obsessed with it. I've been dreaming, literally dreaming about playing with that pack and building with that pack. That's how obsessed I am with this. I have not been this excited for a pack in years. Like, I enjoyed obviously like packs that have come out, like Snowy Escape was great and beautiful, but it wasn't really one where I was like full on into it and like about this pack, and this could not be more my pack. Like, it's modern, we have modern items, it's interior design. I love interior design, obviously. I love creating modern and realistic spaces, and it seems like the items that we get are actually really modern and contemporary and really like good looking and realistic. This is literally what I would use and will use on a day-to-day basis. So I am so excited, and the hype is insane. And funny thing, I'm not just excited about the items, because yeah, of course the build and buy is gorgeous, but also I am so excited to play this career. In Sims 3, the architect slash interior design career was literally my favorite. I loved playing it back then. I remember it was so buggy and it never worked, and it was a nightmare, but I loved it. And building's always been my strong point and my favorite bit about Sims. So even when I didn't have a YouTube channel, I still mostly built in The Sims. And yeah, a career that combines kind of gameplay and building is the dream to me. So I haven't played in so long, because for me, like, the building aspect is always more important, and I barely really have time to create my builds. So I want to focus all my energy and time into building. But now that they've added this career, I am over the moon, and I can't wait to actually play the game. I am so excited. I can't wait for next week. I'm already planning everything, and I can't wait to show you and see what we can do with this new pack. I mean, But yeah, I'm afraid that is it for today's speed build. The tour is obviously coming up, so you can see the build in its full glory. I hope you enjoy that. Like I said, do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I can't wait to see you again next week with another Sims 4 speed build using the new game pack. Can you tell I'm excited? Anyway, I really hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next week. Bye!